Hello, my beautiful Tauruses, my sisters and brothers. I am your Taurus sister. It is in my sun sign. I am here for your reading, Taurus, as I am every day that I sit at this altar. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I hope that you are here to talk in the comments because we're all about it. We're all about finding out who we are, trying to figure things out, get to know us. It's the high vibe and tribe here that I think you're attracted to. So thank you so much for coming here, for clicking here if you are new, and you are brand new. I hope you will stay. Thank you for those of you who have joined us recently. And for those of you who are my ride or die and you keep coming back, I appreciate you so much. Here we go, Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And boy, do I have energy today. It is raining, pouring outside. I went to stand out there for a while before I came to do this reading. Needed a little bit of grounding. All right, here we go. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Taurus. This is for you. Woo, what's going on? Somebody's walking away. What is going on? And the King of Wands is here, of course. Follows us everywhere we go. The King has sonar on us, on Taurus. Now, we also have the Queen of Cups, though, right? Who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. The King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Interesting. So it could be about these two people. If you recognize them, you could have any of these signs in your big three, sun, moon, or rising. And if you're still watching tarot for your sun sign, please stop. I mean, don't stop watching for your sun sign, but please go to my banner. There is a link there to a website I'm not affiliated with. And you can go find out your moon and your rising sign so you can find out what kind of Taurus you are. So we have the Queen of Cups here, who is the psychic sister, right? She is the one who is connected to the universe. She is connected to what is above and what is below. She is vibrational. She is the one who is holding a cup. She's always holding a cup. In fact, she's always giving away the cup. And when she stands alone, she is in danger of being depleted because she's the healer. She's the one who's connected to you and whose energy will automatically balance your energy whether she wants it to or not, right? The universe is working through her. We do have a King of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. The King has decided to begin again in passion. I feel that there is some sort of emotional situation, possibly a divorce, because I do see the King of Swords, or the Queen of Swords, pardon me, as the divorcee. So I feel like we have two feminines here, and one who is very giving and loving and kind and creative and mothering, and one who is learning to face the world on her own with that sword. That double-edged sword. It can cut her as well as it can cut you, but she's going to use all the words that she needs to in order to tell her truth, give you clarity, make sure that you know what she has to say. Yeah. She also is someone who is not necessarily worried about hurting your feelings. She is just going to say what she needs to say and let the words fall out. We talked about that before. Sarah Bareilles is the song that always comes to mind when I see that card. I want to see you be brave, because I feel like that is the Queen of Hearts energy. I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords energy is someone who's very brave, someone who has left a marriage and is now on their own, speaking on their own behalf. Yep. We have the Eight of Coins in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the upright, and we have the World, interesting, in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. Someone is needing some healing here. So I feel like someone has detached emotionally from a situation. I feel, Taurus, that there's unfinished business, or someone has their foot in the door. I see that. Yeah, Charlie shows me that someone tries to close the door and someone slides their foot in. No, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We still have things we must discuss. We have the Knight of Swords here, which is energy that moves really quick. Now, understand that the Knight of Swords is going to bring in the information, but it's not necessarily going to be that coherent. I feel like the Knight of Swords is probably good with speaking, but is very erratic, fast-moving energy, which will kind of make it seem like this person's not really using logic to deliver the message. This king, I feel, is in the passionate energy, wanting to begin again and starting brand new with you, Taurus. And I feel like this energy of, I just want to go do it. I feel like there's the Queen of Cups here, and I feel as though if there was something going on here, I feel like one of them, the Queen of Cups or sorry for the noise, the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands here, I feel one of them or both of them have decided that they're no longer putting the work in on a relationship. So I think that's why the king has the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands next to him, because it's time to now go and investigate someplace where he has unfinished business. Being emotionally disconnected from this situation, I feel like someone stuck their foot in the door and said, it's not over yet. We must talk about it. We're emotionally disconnected, but I need to come in and speak with you because I'm no longer putting the work in with the Queen of Cups. Or the Queen of Cups is no longer putting the work in with you. Take it as it resonates, my friends. Wow, leaving. Movement. Communication. Wow. Now, for those of you who've been watching me for a while, I don't know if you keep track, but I know as a reader, I don't often see the Eight of Wands, and I'm seeing it lately more in your readings than I've ever seen it in any other. I'm just saying. You and Scorpio and you and Aries are the ones that are into the communication lately. Now, I feel like someone is worried. Someone here is worried about a situation that they had stopped putting the work into, I feel. And I feel like somebody here stopped putting the work into a situation because they needed to put the work into themselves. And I think it's this king that we're talking about here. We have the Six of Swords. And when I see the Six of Swords in the upright, it's movement to me. And I feel like with the Nine of Swords here, that somebody is really worried about making the move forward. So for some of you, you could be moving house. Some of you, it could be that you are being financially impacted because you have to move house. For others of you, this Nine of Swords is the place that you are now until you realize that you can put down these burdens by making a phone call or sending a text or sending that email that you've been adding to and putting in the draft and adding to and putting in the draft. Now take this as it resonates. This could be you or this could be your person. But we do have the Four of Swords, and I feel as though if you decide to make communication with the person that you have the foot in the door for, that I feel like it is going to allow you to release yourself from this queen and move forward into the future. We have the Four of Swords here, and the Four of Swords is the healing. This is the disconnect, right? I feel, though, that it's been silent between the king and whomever the other person is. It could be the queen, doesn't have to be, but I feel as though there's been silence between you, and that communication is about to happen here. But I feel it had to wait until you moved away from a situation that had a hold of your heart or your person's heart, right? The cycle is not quite closed here. Someone is getting ready to leave, but the cycle is not quite closed here. If you are looking at this reading from the point of the King of Fire here, the King of Wands, I feel as though that you stopped putting work into a connection with the Queen of Cups, and I also feel as though that you have moved away from that situation or moved away from maybe a home that you had shared with a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. I feel as though somebody here has not yet closed the cycle. The cycle is still open. I feel it's painful, it's awful, it's slamming of doors, it's silent treatment, that kind of stuff, and I feel that's the reason why you need to move. We have the Nine of Swords here, which tells me that this is all keeping you up at night. You are thinking about you need to leave because you need to close this cycle. You need to begin again. We have the Four of Coins, which means you're going to have to be honest with the person as you think about this person that you need to speak with, the one that you're holding the cycle open for. And understand that when the world closes, when the world is upright and the chapter does close, you get to learn those karmic lessons. So if there's things that went on in the past that you won't have to deal with anymore, Taurus, or your person won't ever have to deal with anymore. But somebody here has to make a move. Somebody has to make communication in order for this Fool card here to be viable. But understand the Fool is neither negative or positive. Doesn't really know a lot, but knows enough. Not a whole lot. You know, it's the very beginning, right? It's the very beginning. Sorry, just listening. Yeah, it just takes one foot in front of the other, Taurus. If you're the one that is stuck because you're the fixed energy, if you're the one that is stuck, in order to get to this energy from the Nine of Swords, I feel as though, I'm hearing Julie Andrews now. It's all about songs today, y'all. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. That is from The Sound of Music, Do, Re, Mi. And I feel like somebody... The first three words just happen to be Do, Re, Mi. Me. That's what I feel this is. It's like you're starting at the very beginning. And that song is a song she teaches to children. So I feel like you're at the very beginning, feeling young, feeling like you can move forward. I feel like you feel now that you can be honest with someone in a communication, whereas before the healing, I don't think you could have been honest. I think that you were too unhealed. Wow. Look at that. Taurus, you're manifesting like mad. There we go, King of Swords. So for some of you, you do have to drop some burdens, I think. I feel as though with the King of Swords here, it could mean a few things. The King of Swords to me is the magistrate, the judge, the person who makes the final decision. And this could be a final decision. I feel like somebody's been manifesting their long-term relationship to begin again in a long-term relationship here. I feel like you have all the tools, but you must close this cycle first, or your person must, and you must move away. Stop working on this, whatever this is over here. That's up to you. But we do have the Knight of Swords saying that all of this is coming together quicker than you think. Because I feel, Taurus, that and I talked about it in another reading today, is that I feel like you think it's a period at the end of the sentence, but it actually is a comma. It's about to continue. This was never over. This was just a lull in the action while people got their bearings, while they healed, while they decided that they needed to be more vulnerable with themselves and with you. Someone who has realized that they have to disconnect from emotionally from a situation and walk away from, whatever it was that was no longer serving them. I feel like they want to reconnect to you emotionally, and I think the way they're doing that is by holding their foot in the door, by holding it open and not letting this chapter close before they get to you with the communication about this new start. Because they've been manifesting this, and you know what? The thing about the Magician is whatever you've been manifesting is manifesting you. So this person and you have both been manifesting a long-term relationship. I feel like the King of Swords is going to be, for some of you, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And I feel like it's the king who's healed, because if you notice, there's 4 swords around this king, and we have the 4 of swords here. I feel like this king is the one that's going to bring the healing, or the one who is healing, whoever that is for you. It's someone who is very educated. This person has a really good balance of book-learned education and street smarts. This person really knows what's going on. This person is in charge, right? They're the final word. Yeah. This is Aries to me. So we have Aries, we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, we have Aries here, we have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, We have the world sign, which is representative of all the fixed signs, because when the world comes up and it's in the upright, when it's closed, it's done. It's the end. It's the last card in the major arcana. This is coming at you 100. How you handle it when it gets there is up to you, but you can't avoid it. You cannot step around the major arcana. And so the world card could represent Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, which are all the fixed signs in the zodiac. So I'm going to leave it here for now, Taurus. I hope that you are well. I hope this meant something to you. If it does, please let me know in the comments. You know, I like to see something from you. I want to see your name, want to get into your energy. Thank you so much for coming here and watching these every day. I do so appreciate you, my bull gang. I'm going to go for now. Love y'all. Bye-bye.